everyone, it's Glenny here at the Chilton Public Library with another routine from Restorative Yoga for Beginners, Gentle Poses for Relaxation and Healing by Julia Clarke. And today we're going to explore the routine Brand New Day, a short, gentle, and energizing morning sequence. It says 35 to 50 minutes. So again, as always, if there's a position you're feeling especially kindred to and want to spend a little more time there, have your your laptop, your phone, your device close by so you can always pause, stop, and then resume. And then that way you have a little more control over how long or how short you would like to each hold to be. We have 6 postures today, and we're going to start with reclining with your bolster, basically a Sucasana, a supported Sucasana, where we have our feet. If you like, you can have them on a pillow, or you can have them not on a pillow. It's completely up to you. And we're simply going to sit up tall. Exhale, bend your knees, lean back, scooch, find your way down to a nice, relaxed, palms open to the sky at a 45 from your body position, where we simply decompress, reset, and land with our 5 full breaths. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Using our breath as our connection to the present, our mooring ball to the here and now, our tool for coming into our bodies and relaxing. Filling with the inhale, gently, calmly, and relaxing with the exhale. And by doing this, we gently stimulate our body and mind to flush out heaviness of sleep, a nice way to wake up gently. Preparing our body and mind for meditation at the end, and gently energizing us for the day ahead. If this is the morning when you're doing this, you can really do this anytime. Spine lengthening pose. Now, for another way to lengthen it, if you had a blanket, you can roll it lengthwise and have the blanket run the length of your body and line it like that. So now that we've explored it without a blanket, let's roll onto our side and we'll find our blanket. I'm going to use mine that I had on my feet. And let's just take it. I fold it in half and then make a nice little roll. I think this will be sort of like a heart expanding pose slightly, where we put the blanket straight. It starts at the base of our spine and goes long. And inhale, maybe grab your bolster, inhale, reach up with your spine, exhale, start curling and rolling gently down as you lie your spine along your blanket. And notice how different that feels. Now we can take our 5 expansive and relaxing breaths to re-greet the ground and notice places on our body where the support is supporting us. Notice where you feel any tightness and breathe ease into this, remembering that it should never hurt. The aim is not pain here. The aim is relaxation, maybe a little stretch, but not discomfort. So if anything's at all discomfortable, like if you're feeling any pressure or pain in your lower back, you could always scooch your butt down a little bit and then create a little more space between the bottom of your blanket where it's touching your spine. Perhaps it's on your sacrum and you need it a little bit further up. So always adjust, make it yours, make it supportive as we land here, and relax. And I'll read to you what it says. The benefits of this are that it gently decompresses your spine, supports and maintains your spine in a normal, healthy extension, while gently stretching your chest and shoulders, feeling that as we sort of drape ourselves, that gentle opening of the chest, spreading of the clavicles as our shoulders relax down to greet the ground. It opens the chest, inviting your breath to deepen. Gently stretching your chest and shoulders, reversing the effects of long periods of sitting and slouching. And it encourages feelings of spaciousness and receptivity. Always bringing your mind back to your breath. If it wanders, if you find yourself daydreaming, that's okay. But bring it back to your breath. Inhaling, rising. Exhaling, relaxing, and melting. And it says you can stay here for 5 to 10 minutes. So if you'd like to continue, pause for as long as you like. But as you're ready with your next inhale, slide your one foot, then your other, onto your bolster. And let's roll onto our side and come up to a seated place. Easy pose as we inhale length and exhale ease. And find our way to our next position. We're going to leave our bolster where it is. Take your legs to a side mermaid or merman. And we're simply going to inhale and exhale side support. So I like a nice blanket here for my head. And we're going to inhale, exhale, drape yourself along your lower arm is going to palm up. My palm is up. My head is on my blanket. My upper arm is on my hip, my top hip. As we inhale our upper arm to the sky, we'll inhale, reach for the sky, and exhale, you can just take your arm long and really enjoy a nice side stretch here. And I'll read to you what Julia Clarke says about this position. As we take our 5 full breaths, inhaling fully and exhaling fully. If you're feeling, again, at all uncomfortable, you could use a rolled up blanket instead of a bolster if the bolster is too big. Make it smaller. But this gently stretches your obliques, your latissimus dorsi, and intercostal muscles. It gently decompresses your spine and invites your breath to deepen. It supports and maintains your spine in normal, healthy flexion, lateral flexion, and it can help relieve lower back pain, encouraging a feeling of flexibility. An option, if you're feeling any pinching in your lower back or anything, placing a blanket or pillow between your knees for more support, or to relieve discomfort in your knees or hips, a pillow in there can be helpful. Again, if you'd like to stay here longer, by all means, I invite you to pause and do that. But on your next inhale, take your long arm up to the sky, and let's reach for the sky, and exhale, slide your scap down towards the ground. Inhale, reaching for the sky, exhale, sliding the scap back, and then reach for the sky, and then just kind of relax it a little bit, that in-between place. And we're going to make circles on the ceiling. In one direction, and then in the other direction. And then take it down to your bolster or your blanket. Find your way. You can leave everything set up the way it is, come to all fours, and you'll go the other direction. But for me, so I'm not talking to the wall, I'm going to move mine. Come to again, your lower arm is going to go between your pillow and your bolster or your rolled up blanket. We're going to inhale. Exhale, sort of drape yourself across there. I'll take this along. And then your head is on your pillow. And again, your knees can be bent comfortably. See, I'm finding an interesting occurrence here. And I went long, and now I'm bending again. My top foot is cramping. It did it on the other side, and it did it here. So obviously something's going on. But you just move, adjust, breathe. And then the top arm, we're going to inhale up to the sky. And then reach for the sky. And exhale it gently overhead. And again, we explore our nice side reach, side relaxation. Following our breath. Noticing an inhale rising, expanding of the chest, and exhaling, relaxing. Noticing with each inhale the slight stretch of the intercostal muscles, the muscles between your rib bones. And again, if you feel like staying longer in this position, by all means pause and do so. The recommended period of time mentioned in the book is 3 to 5 minutes per side. We're going to inhale our top arm up to the sky, and again, reach for the sky, and then scap slides back. Inhale, reach for the sky, and then exhale, the scap slides back. Inhale, reach for the sky. Find that nice middle relaxed ground, and then trace a circle on the ceiling. Explore your circle on the ceiling with your fingertips, one direction, and then the other direction. And on to your next exhale, top arm down to your hip, to the bolster, to your side, as we find our easy Sucasana pose, sitting tall, and finding our way into our third posture today, the grounding spiral twist. So this time we are going to move our bolster to the lengthwise, the middle, going up and down the middle of your mat. We're going to come again to our mermaid. Find your place that's comfortable. Your torso is going to come down. We've done this before, but inhaling length. Exhale, both palms on the ground, and just admire your bolster. Or imagine you're gazing into a little pond right here at the cloud sky. And inhale, and then exhale, drape yourself down. And forearms, maybe shoulders under your, I'm going to take my glasses off, shoulders over your elbows. There you go. And then just, I'm on my right hip, my right side of temple is on the pillow. And if you're at all tense or resisting, you may be pressing into the ground. So inhale, hover your arms. And exhale, re-greet the ground really gently so that the bolster is taking your weight. You're greeting the ground. Five full, wonderful inhales followed by 5 relaxing exhales. Rising with the inhale, filling. Relaxing with the exhale. Excuse me, as I read what they say about this. Continuing your breath. This supports and maintains your spine in normal, healthy rotation. Gently decompresses your spine. Gently stretches your lumbar muscles. Can be helpful with back pain. It invites feelings of connection and stability. You can try turning your head the other way for a little neck release. Coming back to your breath as your mind may wander. And with your next inhale, sliding your hands under your shoulders, coming back up to seated. You can leave this here, come to all fours, flip the other side. Again, I'm going to move so that I'm not talking to the wall. So you're coming to your side sit with your bolster comfortably against your hip. Both hands then come on either side of your bolster. Find your, come to your fingertips, inhale. Exhale, just sort of gradually drape yourself down, coming forehead Try forehead first. Inhale, hover your hands. Exhale, regreet the ground. Inhale and exhale your temple, one side. So we allow our breathing to come in relaxing, soothing, oceanic waves. That's a visualization I like a lot, where with your inhale, you're the waves coming back, when the water's going out to sea, and then your exhale, you're sort of gently crashing the crest of your wave into the beach. The swooshing breathing. An elemental coming back to yourself with breath. Inhaling, filling. Exhaling, relaxing, melting into the mat. And as you're ready again, pause and stay here longer if you so desire. Or on your next inhale, slide your hands back, press up, find your way to cross-legged, Sucasana, sitting tall, inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to keep our bolster in this orientation, but this time we're going to take our 2 blocks or 2 books of roughly the same height, and we're just going to give our bolster a little lift. So we have our lifted bolster. Come to all fours. I'm going to sit on my knees and I'll read us through it. Come to your hands and knees and bring your big toes together. Keep your knees wide. Sit back on your heels and place 1 block between your knees and the other just in front of it. So we'll slide this whole Megillah back. This is between my knees. There's that. Place the bolster on the block so one end is between your knees, and then using your arms for support, bow forward onto the bolster and place your abdomen, heart, and either cheek on the bolster. Relax your arms. And they say halfway through, we'll sort of look one way, relaxing forearms on the ground. This is a nice supported child's pose. Taking your 5 landing breaths, where we inhale and exhale, inhaling fully and exhaling completely. Noticing an expansive inhale, followed by a relaxing exhale. which we allow ourselves to relax, melt, be present in a fully relaxed way, understanding how this supports and maintains your spine in normal healthy flexion. And gently stretches your back muscles, glutes, and quadricep muscles. Turn your head to the other side, following the breath, rising with your inhale, falling with your exhale, understanding how this can help relax and relieve back pain, how it can help soothe anxiety and restlessness, and foster a sense of calm and steadiness. Notice your mind wandering and bring it back to your breath. The purpose here is simply being in the moment, being with your breath in these supported postures. And then sliding your hands, again pausing if you'd like to stay longer, or sliding your hands back towards your knees, inhaling your way up to sitting on your knees. Just pause here, inhaling length in the base of your spine all the way up the crown of your head as we prepare for reclining butterfly. So we will not need our bolster for this one or our blocks. We will need our blanket here that we roll, our sausage roll, remember? And again, take your blanket, make a nice roll with it. We're going to take in front, we're going to take the soles of our feet together. And I'll guide us through this from a sitting position. Place the long blanket behind you. Okay. From a sitting position, place the long eighth-fold blanket you have behind you, touching your spine. This does not make sense. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together, opening your knees wide to make a diamond shape with your legs. Place the middle of the blanket roll, here we go, on top of your feet. Then draw the ends around your ankles to meet behind your heels so that you're supported, your outer shins are nicely supported. Here we go. I'm going to scooch forward because then I won't be off the edge of the mat. Here we go. So you're wrapping this sausage around your ankles and shins. Inhale. Take the backs of your fingers pointing towards your butt. Let's just inhale, look at the sky. Exhale, chin to your chest, pressing through the palms. Inhale, look up to the sky. Maybe feeling it in your chin. Exhale, chin to chest. Keeping that chin to chest, gradually come down onto the backs of your arms. Scoot your butt forward, gradually rolling your back down. Find your way down here. Greeting the ground. Palms up to the sky at a 45 from your body. If you've been feeling down or sitting a lot and want to increase feelings of openness, take your arms out wide. If you've been feeling scattered or anxious and are seeking more grounding, place one hand on your heart and the other hand on your abdomen. Understanding how this can support and maintain your hips in gentle, healthy external rotation, while gently stretching your inner thigh muscles. It can help relieve hip pain due to long periods of sitting, and encourages dual sensations of grounding and expansion. If you find your hips are pinching, you can always get a pillow under each knee to give yourself a little extra added support so that you can fully relax in a pain-free way. The purpose here is not to hurt. The purpose here is to be supported in a place and find your way into shapes in a supported way, so that as we breathe and relax and fill and empty and find our way into the present moment, that we're doing so comfortably, supported. Take your hands so that your palms are under your thighs. We're going to inhale, take your knees together. And exhale, open them, the soles of your feet pushing together. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, opening your butterfly wings. Exhale, bringing them together, and then bring your knees up to your chest. And give yourself a hug. Let's clasp your hands around your shins. Roll your feet one way. Roll them the other way. Roll them in opposite directions. And then the other opposite direction. And then find your way onto your side. As we find our way again to Sucasana. And this time, if you like, let's sit on our bolsters. We'll finish up with a little meditation, sitting on our bolsters, sitting or a folded blanket, whatever is comfortable for you. I find that when you lift and sit in a higher, hopefully my head isn't cut off. There we go. I'm going to go like this so I can see you better, all the better to see you with. Light. Then there was light. Here we go. So, sit on the bolster, bend your knees and cross your legs. Place the blanket roll in front of your shins if you like. I like it better like this. But if you like, and if your feet are cold, you can use your blanket to warm up. Keep it nice and warm. Take your hands. They can be, if you're feeling grounding is what you're needing, palms down on your legs. If you're feeling a little openness and expansion and possibility, palms up, sending and receiving. Seated meditation, as she's saying, can be intimidating, and sitting cross-legged can be more challenging than it appears. So Julia Clarke recommends saving this pose for the end of your practice so that your body and mind are well prepared for the physicality of sitting and the mental quietude of meditation. This position supports your hips in gentle external rotation, and it empowers you to sit confidently and comfortably for meditation. It brings gentle awareness to your spine. Close your eyes. It says here that controlling the breath is a means to access and control the unconscious functions of the autonomic nervous system, such as digestion, heart rate, stress, and relaxation responses. There are countless breathing exercises in the yoga tradition that are just now scientifically being understood. These gentle, simple techniques in this book can prove helpful. So, philosophers have long maintained that time spent in nature is vital for our health, and scientific research has shown that people in coastal areas tend to be happier than those who live inland. Many of us find the sight and sound of the ocean to be particularly healing, and this meditation is intended to recreate that healing state no matter where you are. Bring your awareness to your breath, noticing how it sounds like the ocean. Now imagine you are sitting on the beach, watching the ocean, feeling the sun, feeling the breeze on your skin, feeling the soft, supportive sand underneath you, hearing the call of the birds in the sky above you. And the sound of the gentle tide. Observe the waves washing up onto the shore, and then gliding back into the ocean. Begin to synchronize your breath with this tide. As you inhale, imagine you are drawing the waves towards you as they wash up on the beach. As you exhale, send them back to join the ocean. Feel that you are not separate from the waves. You are not separate from the ocean. Let each exhale wash away pain and sadness. Feel each inhale fill you with compassion and joy. Synchronizing your breath with the tide. Inhaling the waves towards you. Exhaling them back to the ocean. Each inhale filling you with compassion and joy. Each exhale washing away pain and sadness. And now inhaling length from the base of our spine out to the crown of our head. And exhaling ease. Taking your hands together, hands to heart. Let's create a little warmth. Maybe you got a little cool there at the beach, but maybe you got warmed up by the sun and the warm breeze. And as we take and create heat between our hands, take your hands to your chest and allow that heat from our hands to connect with the heat of our heart. As I send you warm-hearted compassion and joy to you, I thank you for joining me today. And next week, we will do another one of these, which I think will be, this week we enjoyed a brand new day. Next week, we will enjoy Fly Me to the Moon. And that will be a tranquil evening sequence to aid sleep. So I look forward to exploring that with you. It's been a great pleasure today, and we'll see you again next week. Know that the Chilton Public Library YouTube channel has Tai Chi to enjoy, yoga, story times, all kinds of cook the books, all kinds of things. So be sure to go check that out. And there's more of these restorative yoga classes there too as well. So you enjoy. It's been a pleasure. See you next time. Bye now. Okay.